Commitment.
You want to replay? Oh, so it'll be the camera. My face on it. So, I know. Now I'm taking your box. I swear. Please.
What's on, everybody? Coach Science here with Team Temple. We're here celebrating Corey. He's finally come to make a decision on where he wants to go to college. Just a little background. When Corey was with us playing basketball last summer, he spent majority of summer training just working on the game with his family, getting ready. He only played for us in the last month in the live period. Right, we had a good CJ, he balled out here. So approach, he had a lot of wanted to do for this player. So he could have made a decision that he wanted to, right? He chose to kind of write out us, me, Coach Willis, Coach Bars, and our whole coach staff at Team Temple. We're definitely appreciative to let you guys. The process has been a long and egregious, but really from the bottom of our heart, CJ, we talked today for me and Willis, and we really just want to say thank you guys for that. Speaking on CJ just a little bit more, man, CJ is one of those kids that he's one, right? You don't be like kids kind of like CJ. What I mean is I got a small thing that stands out in my head. When we travel and play in our tournament, I look up, I'm walking around the hotel, and I look up and CJ's in the room pushing weight. Like, they make fun of it in practice. He can do push-ups and just different stuff like that a lot of kids, don't really do. You don't see that from a lot of kids. So I think if CJ is a person who's down to earth, he's really reserved, but when he steps into a room and steps into a court, you feel his presence, you feel his persona, you feel his aura. That's one of the best things about CJ. He any matchup, any game that he plays, he always shows up. He's a coach, partner. CJ thought he was getting finished by college. So just goes in the future, whatever decision he makes. I mean, he's be able to be successful because not only with the support systems from the family, we're going to continue support. We're going to continue to train them and help them get better. And I think all of those things just kind of add together is just that's him. That's CJ, right? And whatever he puts his mind to and he wants to achieve, we know that he's really going to get it. CJ, good luck on your decision. It's been a joy coaching you. I know whatever you make is going to be the best one. I already know. All right.
I'm the head basketball coach here at Side Creek. I've had the pleasure of coaching this young man for about 3 years. He's got one more year with us. Two-time district champion, first team all district and all region player, which we haven't had a district MVP before here. So it's been a really special year for him the past few years. And I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with others, some calling in the middle of the night asking me questions about him. Hey, has he told me anything? And I know the people that really want to know where he's going to go. But every conversation that I had with college coaches, I felt like I was having the same conversation over and over again. Speaking about your character, how hard-nosed you are, what he is coach. Sometimes guys will enter us after we play a big game and they'll ask us, "Come look, he's not us." A lot of things before. His counseling was the way. I was a freshman. Parents called me to you, and they told us all kinds of stuff about him. What to do is just let him show up and earn his own way, which speaks to the way they think of him and the way he is. So I got a picture of him standing on our sideline with the dry erase board. We'd never seen him play basketball before, and him for himself. And what he did is he stood out in the tryout, like, who's that kid? He ends up dunking it as a freshman. And I'm like, we got to move this kid for JV period, figure out how we can move him faster, because he showed that he wanted it bad than anybody else. He's come into my office many times talking about aspirations and dreams. Who's in front of him, who's ranked in front of him. I think of big moments that we've had. A lot of them have gone onto YouTube and they're often watched. But one of his big coming out moments for us was his sophomore year, when we played Lamar in the playoffs, and some of our boys had mentally quit and shut down. And to see the look in this kid's eye that he gave to TJ, which was, just give me the ball. And I've probably watched that clip about 100 times, and every time I watch it, I still can't believe. But when you talk to this kid, you understand how it happened. He ended up in half court shot to send us to overtime. That allowed us to advance for the first time in over 18 years. We won district that year, and that kind of put him on the map as a player. And then he just continued to excel from there. He gained confidence in himself, and he kind of let everybody know this kid is not just your average basketball player. He's a kid that can really go. This past season that we just had, we were fortunate enough to win district again, and he was instrumental in that. We wouldn't have gone as far without him. The sacrifice that he's done. I mean, he's the kind of kid I always got to check his locker to make sure that he doesn't have one of my basketballs in it, because he'll like pencils in the door to try to sneak in here. I've told him many times if I could give him a key, I would. But that's just the kind of kid he is. If he could sleep here in the middle of the court and wake up and play basketball all day, the kid loves basketball. He's got a passion for it, and I think that's what a lot of these guys that are being considered are excited about, is that it's hard to find kids that are cut from the cloth that he's from, that are so loyal, that love basketball as much as you do. And I know sometimes we talk every day in the circle and everything, but I really am proud of you guys. Pretty, like, for real, I'm really proud, and it's been fun to be a part of this process. I'm excited that we still got one time together, because I've seen this kid in open gym, and when we do morning shooting at 6 a.m., and this guy is more unguardable than he was last year. So I'm excited to coach this guy and continue to do it. And I'm excited to see what gets this dude for their team for the next 4 years. So congratulations, Mom and Dad. It's been a pleasure coaching him. And I'm just excited to see where he decides to go. I got one more speech. I do have to do senior night. You're right. I'm going to come up with another thing. I don't have to talk about kids too much because I get misty. So I'm just going to keep it at that. But like I said, and I think the other thing to think about is I don't talk about this enough, and I got some of my other players over here, but every kid I feel like impacts me as a coach. And I've learned a lot through my experiences with you guys and with CJ as well. And it's been educational, but at the same time, it's made me better as a coach, and I'm excited. So I can't wait. I'm going to already talked to Coach Stevens. I can sit up here for an hour and a half and talk. So I'm just gonna zip it and let somebody else talk. So that's it.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Laquita McLemore. I am CJ's mom, and we want to thank everyone for being here. Thank everyone for viewing. This has been a very exciting process for our family. CJ has had a rough road to get here, but it's been a learning experience and it's been enjoyable. He's not from here. He's from Atlanta. But in coming here, we've developed a lot of good relationships, a lot of good friendships. We learned along the way. Houston is definitely a different basketball arena than we're used to. But I feel like it challenged CJ. It was very good for us as far as the process, the learning process. We often take a different approach to basketball than what most people are accustomed to. His father and I both played in college. We met in college. And so CJ, when he came his freshman year, the plan was for him to train. And Chris alluded to that, and that was what we did. CJ started off in third grade playing travel ball. So the thought process behind that was he had his fun. He was able to travel with nationals, play on the EYBL circuits from third through the eighth grade, and enjoy that experience with his team with traveling. They won nationals, I think, third grade year, fourth grade year. Then they came in fourth place, fifth grade year. He won MVP the fourth grade year. So when we came to Houston, it was time to get down to business. So no travel ball, which was kind of different. A lot of people didn't understand the decision, but in our minds, it was time for him to train. And you can't really improve your game and develop your weaknesses if you're playing 24/7, because at some point, confidence-wise, you're going to struggle. You're trying to tweak shots, and you're not producing in the game. It'll kind of get in your head. So you have to make a choice. What is your off season going to be? And so that was determined to be summertime. So when we came to Cypress Creek, it was a perfect fit, honestly. We happened to land in the right place. I feel like God kind of got the whole process. I trained CJ up through sixth grade, and then at that point he had kind of exceeded all of my training. So Dad took over, and Dad is an awesome trainer as far as skills development offensively. I'm more hard nose, defense, rebounding. But that is no slouch either. He had CJ in the woods throwing tree trunks because he needed to gain 10, 15 pounds in the summertime. So we still got a lot of work to do. One of the things with our family is that you can't settle, you can't get complacent. So this is really just another step for us, and we're excited for CJ to take it to the next level. And we thank you all for your support in every step of this process.
Okay, little technical difficulty here. I just want to thank everybody for coming out, supporting. This means a lot to us, to the family. We couldn't do it without you guys' support, from coaches to counselors to administrators to players. We really appreciate everything that you have done. We are looking forward to this great opportunity that's been placed in front of CJ. I'm not a man of many words, but
when it comes to me,
I'm proud
most people
that he has went this route as far as earning everything. This family has been through a lot. We might not show it, but we've been through a lot together through this process, and we're just grateful at this time, to see this all come into fruition. From the basketball standpoint, we're just excited to see him, continue to grow and flourish into his natural role. Houston has been kind of difficult for us. We've dealt with a lot of things in the background, but we've kept our heads up and we just pushed forward, and we trusted Team Temple, and we're very loyal to them for allowing us to, take the time to, train and do what we do and come in at a short period of time and get accustomed to them and get the opportunity to trust them and build with them. And it's been a great atmosphere, great time that we've been with you guys, and we really appreciate that. So we're just grateful. We thank God for everything that's happening right now. And we're just looking forward for him making his decision. So thank you guys again.
I'll talk a little bit. Welcome to my commitment live. Thank you once again, everybody, for coming. I really appreciate all the support, to be honest. My family, my teammates, coaches, and everyone else. Thank you again. I feel comfortable with the decision that I made. I feel like it's the best fit for me regardless of all the schools are great. But the decision that I've made, I definitely feel like it best fits me and put me in the best opportunity to better myself as a person and a player. And I'm looking forward to it. I don't really got much to say, but I just want to thank my family for being very supportive through all the hard times where I've lost like confidence in myself after like a bad game or something, because I'm very hard on myself as a player. They did a lot of damage control, so it took a lot of talking, to me to get me back in the right state of mind to go out next game and not even worried about how I played the game before. Another thing about myself for basketball, I'm like a adrenaline junkie. Like I strive for those big games. Like I love playing big games, like playoff games. I look for it. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I crave the pressure. And most of the time I'm successful. So turns out it's a good thing. So but yeah, once again, thank everybody for coming out, and thanks for all the support, and enjoy the videos. My choices, just as many don't understand my game. But in the end, all of the criticism, all of the scrutiny prepared me for this. It prepared my story. I'm just here to tell it. If you don't understand, then maybe my story's just not for you. But it's my story. My story is unique. Everything is motivation. Coming here from Atlanta, I felt like I had to fight harder. Nobody knew me. I could have taken the path most players from your tape, but that's not how I want my story to be told. I wouldn't be where I am today without my family. They've been by my side, supporting me at my hardest times. My parents have pushed me. They've been everything I needed. My siblings have motivated me, encouraged me, and always been there to uplift me. When I say Hadnot strong, it speaks of everything building me up into a person that isn't defined by the perception of others, but instead is self-motivated and strong enough to walk in its own path. I remember slacking on my grade 7th grade year, and my parents wouldn't let me play for my school. They said that my eligibility was based on my potential. This taught me not to settle for the bar set for everyone else, but to push myself and set my own bar. So I did. It was a big goal of mine to play varsity fresh out of middle school. But Sire Creek and the UIL had different plans. I remember how it felt when I got the news that I wasn't going to be on varsity my freshman year. I remember the way that hit me. It set me back mentally for a short amount of time, but it set me up to be more motivated. I had a chip on my shoulder, something to drive me aside from the game of basketball, a spot that I had to claim. And all of a sudden, playing with a chip on my shoulder and a point to prove became my thing. So when I decided to play with Team Temple, there were a lot of questions. But like I said, my story is unique. So playing for who some would consider an underdog team was perfect for me. Coming from what was coined as my breakout sophomore year at Creek and going straight into my first summer with Temple provided me with a big stepping stone in the process. But even then, it wasn't an easy path. I was frustrated because it felt like my recruiting process started off slow. But being on the court to start the game isn't as important as being on the court to end the game. And that's how my recruitment journey had been. It picked up in the end for me. I began getting recruited by some great schools and coaches. Getting to know all of them was an experience I would never trade. Every coach at each school had a positive impact on me, and I sincerely thank each and every coach for their belief in me as a player and a person. Although my path was different, it brought me here because it was meant for me. And that's why no matter what I'm faced with, the good, the bad, anything that's thrown at me, is fuel. So now what? Well, first, thank you all for the motivation. And next, it's only I have decided to commit to Purdue Fort Wayne. And I want to thank Coach Kaufman, Coach Wolf, Coach B, and all the staff there. Go Macedon. I got the wristband on. I'm really thankful for this opportunity. Trying not to get emotional, but I'm not gonna cry. But I've been dreaming about this my whole life since I was very little. I've always told my mom that I wanted to be able to pick which school from multiple D1s that I wanted to go to around the country. So we got Beaumont, Corpus Christi, Indiana, UGRTV, and California. So I've gotten what I wanted. I'm very blessed and give all thanks to God for real. Thank you.